I always thought that when I died, I would find myself surrounded by a peaceful light, reunited with friends and family I've lost, and I would be happy and content. Not in a funeral home that smells like Febreze.
I don't understand.
You're dead. Obviously.
Who are you?
I'm deaf.
What do you mean, deaf?
I mean, I'm deaf. The Grim Reaper.
But you're a girl.
Is that a problem?
No. It's just, you don't exactly look like death.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does this help?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, if you're ready, can we go?
Whoa, hang on. Go where?
I don't know if you're aware, but you're in Purgatory, and I'm your guide.
Why am I in Purgatory? As a matter of fact, how come I'm dead at all?
You're dead because you died.
Well, you're a very helpful guide. How did I die?
You don't remember?
No.
Do you want to see?
You can do that?
Sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, most of the pee landed on your face.
Oh.
And your mouth was open a little bit as well.
Oh god.
Anyway, now that we've accepted your unfortunate passing, can we go?
Go where? I'm dead. Where am I supposed to go?
You're stuck here until further notice, and if you don't mind, I don't want to spend my time around your court. Let's go.
And I thought life was a bitch. What's that?
Shortcut. After you.
Where are we now?
A little place I like to hang around doing with Gullane.
There's a cafe in Purgatory.
We couldn't go to the restaurant at the end of the universe.
We could, but we'd never get a table.
See, normally I know you were kidding, but recently I'm starting to believe in the impossible.
Afternoon, Dee. What can I get for you?
Hi Angela, I'll have a Coke, you'll have a milk.
Milk? Sorry, but after the day I've had, I could do with something stronger.
He'll have a milk. Your soul is being judged. You don't want to hamper your chances by drinking. Depth management don't take kindly to drunk and deceased.
Fine. Why does she call you Dee?
It's short for deaf.
I gathered that, but don't you have a real name?
I do, but we're encouraged to use deaf.
Why?
It gives a client the feeling that they're independent of authority. I mean, would you willingly go up to a Grim Reaper who introduces yourself like this? I'm here to guide your soul for the afterlife. I'm Keith.
Fair enough. So there's more than one death?
Of course.
How's that?
Well, in the beginning, there was one death to look after the souls of the recently deceased.
Hold on. The beginning of what?
The beginning of everything. Anyway, Death had an easy job, but soon the work started to pile up, so an idea was formed. Rather than there being one Death to govern all the souls of the world, Death began to recruit more Reapers and place them around the world to represent the original.
So what you're saying is that Death's the equivalent of one of those shopping centre Santas? One of Death's little helpers?
Cute.
So, why exactly am I in Purgatory?
Because your soul is being judged.
Yeah, you said that, but why?
When a soul is pure and good, it goes to heaven, and if not, it goes to hell. In your case, your soul's pretty evened out, so it goes to a judiciary committee. We decide if you go upstairs or downstairs.
And how do they decide?
There's been systems in place on Earth for centuries to gauge the pureness of one's soul, sort of like mankind's barometers. They are often used in religions. In Buddhism they're called the 5 poisons and wisdoms. You might know them as the 7 sins and virtues of man.
Which are?
You're kidding.
I'm deaf. I don't get paid to kid.
Sorry.
And the committee knows what sins and virtues I've committed how?
They have a file.
A file? On me?
On everyone. It's gotten a lot easier if they arrive in the digital age, let me tell you. You can move those stacks of paper everywhere.
And I'm apparently balanced out.
That's what I've been told.
Are you sure?
Let's have a look. Let's start with sin and virtue. Gluttony. Well, you died in a pub lock-in, so that's easy. Temperance. Well, it wasn't a lock-in, so you had to pace yourself. Lust. There's a collection underneath your bed, which is quite incriminating. Chastity. There was a summer when you had your hand in a cat.
Okay, I get the gist. And so I've got to stay here until they come to a decision.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. So what's heaven like?
What makes you think you're going to heaven?
I don't know. I'd just like to know, if you don't mind telling me.
What do you think it's like?
I think it's a place of peace and happiness. A place where, when I get there, if I get there, I'll be reunited with friends and relatives that I've lost.
Am I close?
If that's what you think it's like, then that's what it's like.
That's pretty vague.
If you want a definite description of heaven, join a religion. Otherwise, make of it what you will.
So what's it actually like?
Promise you won't tell?
Who am I going to tell?
Okay, spoilers. Forget all the pearly gates business. Management felt they were too impractical.
So what's there instead?
Pearly revolving doors.
You're kidding. Sorry.
Anyway, since so many people die every day, the management had to find a way of dealing with the souls of the recently deceased in the quickest and most organised way.
Which is?
Queues.
Queues.
Queues. Depending on the circumstance of your death, you join a specific queue, and then you fill out the paperwork, which is then processed by an angel, who then...
Hold on. So there actually are angels?
Who else would be working in heaven?
Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, the angel processed the paperwork, and then you're allowed to heaven, which last time I heard is pretty much buttons of the afterlife.
How come you never went to heaven?
What?
How come you never went to heaven? How come you ended up being deaf?
Whoa. No one's ever asked me that before. Why do you ask?
I don't know, you seem like a nice person. I mean, despite that dark girl persona you've got going.
You mentioned how death was recruiting other deaths, so how come you ended up being deaf?
It wasn't really my choice.
I don't understand.
When you die of natural causes, like an accident or something, you either go to heaven or hell, or you're stuck in this neutral state until it's decided what happened to you. That's the way fate works, but when you decide your own fate, you're breaking the rules. And that's what I did.
What happened?
I was in a bad place. I was alone. There wasn't anyone I felt I could talk to. So I chose to end it.
Why?
I didn't think there was anything worth sticking around for, or anything to look forward to. I guess I was right in a way. When I woke up, it was dark. It wasn't nighttime, and I wasn't in a dark room. It was just dark. Then I heard a voice.
Whose?
Death's. He told me I made a mistake, and that I'd be punished. That I defied fate's plan for me. That I chose to take my life and not see it through. And that I would be charged with guiding the souls for the afterlife, but never be able to cross for myself.
That's not fair.
Life never is. Neither's death.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm kind of glad I died.
Why?
If I didn't, I would never have met you.
That's sweet. Slightly morbid, but sweet. That's us.
What does that bell mean?
It means the committee have made their verdict. Let's go.
But wait, do we have to pay?
Relax. Expenses.
Oh, right.
Bye, Keith.
My family's here. So are my friends.
I never asked. You never had a girlfriend when you were alive. Why?
Guess I just never met the right girl.
Here. You'll need this to pass through.
You're not coming with me.
I can't. I have to stay here and work. It was nice meeting you, Guy.
It was nice meeting you, Dee. Someone once said, I only remember 2 kisses. The first and the last. The first with my love, and the last with death. The first brought happiness, and the last relief. In my case, it was all this one girl. I died, I met death. And in those brief moments, I'd never felt so alive.